beautiful listeners, beautiful souls on planet Earth. It's Jennie here, and today I wanted to have a deep dive discussion with you. I wanted to get real and raw and very unfiltered in my expression of the self because I am exploring authenticity and bringing originality up front and center. Goodbye to regurgitation. Goodbye to the continuum of what is old and no longer serves me. And I wanted to open up this discussion about spiritual bypassing. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to dive deep in this ridiculousness of how spirituality filtered through the messy lens of humanity has turned into something that is more about how I can get the dollar versus what it truly means or meant to be. And I just want to say, hey, buckle up, because we are going to tear down some illusions today. And of course, why not? It's going to come from me because I love diving deep with you, with humanity. Well, everyone is going through, everyone collectively is going through the remembering process of who they truly are outside of all the masks, all the illusions, all the belief systems that have been binding them and putting them in a bondage, a cage, where they're finally realizing that the key is in their pocket. The key has been in their pocket the entire time. You see, spirituality is very important to me. It is my entire life, pretty much. In all the research of religions that I have explored and experienced through, to coming into the greater I am, or the greater creation of you, me, oneness, we are one, and just that whole unifiable mindset. Spirituality was never meant to be a quick fix, an Instagram quote or a post or a one-size-fits-all solution to our messy human experiences. But somewhere along the way, it has become distorted. Because when I'm looking at it and I take a step back, or if you can take a step back for a moment, you will realize that it became part of this consumerism or a consumerist machine, right? It's like it's packaged up, sold back to us like it's just another product. Like, I don't know about you, but are you guys seeing this? I mean, sitting in the silence for a moment just to catch my breath, I'm mind blown. My head is tilted right now. If you see me right now, my head is tilted. But I get it. I completely understand that we're all searching for something real, something great, something that makes sense in a world that often doesn't even make sense to us. I mean, come on, look at life. Look at what's happening right now all around the world. But what have we truly done? Honestly, what have we even done in the whole realm behind the word of spirituality? I mean, come on, it's an $8.4 billion industry. I think it's even way more. Chasing after others and their need for comfort during their time of remembering. Like, how low can we go? And I know this may be triggersome, and I know this may be making you squirm a little bit under that skin of yours, under that meat suit of yours, because all I'm doing is diving deep and reaching into your soul and shaking it up right now, saying, come on, guys, really? This is what we have become? We've even taken spirituality outside of religion and turned that into a consumerist machine? it's no different. We literally just took another word and did the exact same thing that we've already been doing, which is the truest, rawest form of regurgitation. But hey, what the heck? We slap a love and light sticker on our wounds and call it healing. We say everything happens for a reason. And in doing so, we totally dismiss the pain that we have received in the entire human experience of the real struggle, the real, raw, true emotional struggle that we received. That makes us human, right? Are we not spiritual beings having a human experience? Just saying. What saddens me through my observation, we bypass the hard conversations, the uncomfortable truth, the deep connections that only come when we are willing to truly get vulnerable and real with one another. What I have learned in my own experiences with New Earth Economy Nations Private Members Association, dealing with diversity and people around the world. And many of them are spiritual beings or claim them to be spiritual beings or highly evolved healers and awakening teachers and all of these things. But what I am noticing is that there's a lot of spiritual bypassing going on that is truly not doing us any good. It's shutting off the true human emotion. And it can be psychologically damaging for one, but it removes the whole entire point of learning and growing towards our soul's excellence and towards our humanness, our soul's expansion. And I just really wanted to talk about this because it's something we all need to acknowledge. And I, for one, as a co-creator with New Earth Economy Nations Private Members Association and trustee, that is something that I am requesting and requiring it to be moved up front and centered, ensuring that we all look at ourselves, even if we practice every single day of checking ourselves when it comes to spiritual bypassing, when it comes to shutting down with the simple words of be love, be light. And I'm so happy and joyous when it comes to the dissection of what is really going on in our world, what is really going on in my inner world that is creating the external world, which is all of you, because you're all of me. And this is a deeper dive into the next stages of your level up. This is the new earth era. And we're changing and wiping away everything that was set before us. And just truly focusing on the authenticity of love. There is only one religion. There is only one true way. And that way is through love, through the authenticity of the self, of the soul, and allowing it to come up front and center, which is the overall oneness love. Becoming authentic is the highest vibrational frequency that we can receive and hold within our body right now in the physical. That is the highest weight of consciousness, the highest enlightenment that we could reach in the physical, in the physicality. And so I just wanted to openly talk about this because it's important to my heart, and it's important for you and your heart to dive deeper in yourself and what you're exuding from your body and what belief systems are maybe the underlying factor of why you are spiritually bypassing someone or yourself when it comes to truly accepting the emotions that you're receiving authentically from a human experience. I do want to share this. I am not saying spirituality isn't real or powerful. It so is. I walk it every single day. I live my best and highest life. I look at all things with a new pair of eyes every given moment, present moment that ever exists in the now moment. And I will always choose the best and highest path that offers me growth, that offers me joyfulness, and the ability to be creative and more expansive in my soul's excellence, or move me on a path towards my soul's excellence. I will always be reaching that because I'm going to be forever moving and forever growing. It never ends when I'm in the physical experience. But the way we have twisted spirituality has really, it's given me a head tilt. And if it has to be starting with me to end it, so be it. And if it has to be me bringing it up front and center to the stage of life for all human beings to see, so be it. Because that is a world that I want to live in, where regurgitation is no longer in existence of my inner world, therefore eradicated in my external world. And all I can say is I'm done with that. I don't know about you, but I'm so done with that. And that is why I felt a strong pull in my soul to build New Earth Economy, because we are the truest currency. And when we come into the remembering of this currency, we surround ourselves with like-minded that also remember their own currency and the high weight and value of that currency. It must be respected. It must be valued. It must be honored and loved and received and celebrated for what it truly is, its true originality. And that is why the online eco world was built. And there will be no spiritual bypassing in this online eco world. We're leveling up, man. We're checking ourselves. We're really stepping up to the plate and swinging a home run, because why not? And it's just something that I'm asking you to think about. Like, really dive deep into that. And spirituality was never to be about selling a peace of mind instead of cultivating it. We're selling a peace of mind and promising this to people who are in need of love, a helping hand, interconnection. So the feeling of absence and scarcity and all these belief systems that are coming to the surface, they just need that togetherness, that interconnection, because that's the feeling of home. That's the feeling of love. We were never supposed to sell that. We were supposed to cultivate it, help one another through shared perspective, and create abundance together so no one needs to chase the dollar or charge a dollar to sell a peace of mind. We've turned it into a way to feel superior, to avoid the messiness of life, instead of using it to dive deeper into our humanness, our own humanity. I go silent inside as if my soul knows something's not right. Energy is real. It is the most realist truth that has ever existed on this planet. That is why I call it currency. That is why I call it the new economic system. It is the human being, not the paper. It is not the trade market. It's none of that. It's the human being. We are the truest creators and builders of all things that exist on planet Earth. And when we come into that remembrance of that power, we are unstoppable. And when we come into unity and remember that power, oh my, I don't even have to tell you how powerful that is. And it's very important to me. You And your authentic growth is important to me because you are me. Spirituality should have never, ever been about chasing the dollar or seeking validation from outside sources. Even though it did, it was a beautiful lesson. It was never about selling enlightenment, but about living it and truly stepping into the shared expression and perspective of what we've gained in our life to uplift and inspire another so they can have the advantage point, a 360 viewpoint of their own created human experiences. We can show them to the door, but they have to put their hand on the knob, the doorknob, and twist it and open it and walk through it themselves. We can only lead them to the door. And now we are selling the door, which is already their birthright. We are selling them the doorknob because it comes in different type of metals. And then we're selling the service of us opening it up for them. But really, it was already there. All they had to do was walk up to it and open it. The handle was already there. It's all part of the design, the greater creation. But here we are adding $1 to it. Spirituality isn't about escaping life. It's truly about embracing it authentically and fully and open-heartedly. I know this is not be love, be light, be glitter and rainbows and all of this beauty, and go, life is great. Let's go sit and do nothing. That's not what life is about, and that's not why we're here, but enjoy that moment if that's the path that you choose, but the universe will rip you away from that and throw you into the depths of the ocean until you can breathe the ocean of life. And I know it's not just about the easy stuff and the feel-good moments, but to the pain and the true struggle and the uncomfortable truth that we so often want to avoid. It's time for a revolutionary resurrection, a revolutionary evolution, as my co-founder and partner of New Earth Economy Nation says, Miss Josie Soignier. I love you. She calls it the revolution of evolution. And now it's like the revolution of resurrection. This is New Earth Economy, the New Earth era beingness. And it excites me so much to share this real, raw truth, this uncomfortable discussion that it's time that we all start embracing and getting uncomfortable in our comfort and truly diving deep in our why and our fears and our cage-like lives, even though the key is in our freaking pocket and has been the whole time. Where we see each other, like really, really, truly see each other and hold space for all of that messiness, all of the beauty, all of the contradictions that come with being human. Like, can we step into that, please? Wouldn't that be nice? And that's what's so beautiful about New Earth Economy Nations Private Members Association, is to post how you feel and everybody loves you. Everybody shares perspective. And that is what we need during this time of our life, during this time of our existence, during this time of all our messiness and beautifulness. But where we stop using spirituality as a shield and start using it as a freaking bridge and truly connect with one another to truly authentically heal, not bypass it, to fill more in our spiritual boxes that we are highly more evolved than another, to truly love deeper and more authentically, it's a game changer. It's a true game changer. Consider this an invitation, a call to action. Let's together, you and I, shift our ways of being towards one another. Even if you're not a member of New Earth Economy Nation's Private Members Association. Even if you're not part of our chosen beautiful family. You and I, right now, in this now moment, can we look at, identify, and accept the way we have been treating each other to shift to how we can treat each other better. Let's stop hiding behind our masks, our spiritual masks, and truly step into the discovery of who we truly are and start exuding love from our hearts, not just in words, but in action, true action. And can you and I, right now, commit to being real, to being raw, to being fully present with one another, like in the now moment, truly listening to the words that I'm speaking right now, or the words that you speak? Like have that reciprocity, that exchange, because that is where true spirituality lives, not in filtered images or the feel-good quotes, like I said, but it's found in the real, raw human connections we create every single day with one another. So tonight or this morning or this afternoon, as you sit with these words, I challenge you to think about how you can show up differently.